morning. Should say good afternoon. Welcome to air rifle testing. I'm at one of my permission, setting up at 50 yards and my spinner. I'm going to do my FX Impact MK2 first, and I'm going to record the accuracy in this wind. The wind is very windy, right to left, so I have to hold a 1 full mil dot. I just did a test shot at the target box there, so I'm gonna see if we can hit all the 8 spinners and see what happens. Okay, first spinner, I'm gonna hold 1 full mil dot to the right. Got it. Second, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just grazed that one, miss again, there, last one 1/2 inch, there. So it's not too bad. That was 50 yards with the H&N 25 grain Gen 2 slugs. Okay, I'm going to be shooting the M60B 50 yards with the NSA 17.5 grain slugs in this strong wind. We'll see how far the wind is pushing it. So it's pushing the same, about 1 mil dot. So I'm gonna hold 1 mil dot and see. Maybe it's 1/2 mil dot, 3/4. Slightly high. You're gonna hold less. Okay, it is windy, so let me try to do a 5-shot group. Wow. Not grouping well today. And it's heading slightly low. Let's go with the spinner. I'm gonna make adjustments as I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's getting harder now. 7, very good. Last one, 1/2 inch. Just low. There. So that's pretty good. You can see the grass is pretty blowing pretty hard here, right to left. So it is quite windy. So anyway, my M60B. So I've done a lot since. I mean, not the shooting. Did a lot of modification. Last time I was out, I didn't have a scope cam mount because I'm using the Discovery 4-20 by 52, and this is a 34mm tube, so I didn't have the mount. However, I went online, I did some research, and downloaded a free 3D program. So figured out in about a week and a bit to learn how to use it. Basically did a crash course 3D printing or 3D designing, and I was able to use one of the mount that I got, and did the measurement, and did a sample model. And one of my friend, he has a printer machine, 3D printing machine, and with the help of his son, his 7-year-old son, thank you, he was able to print this model for me, and it works out great. All the measurements were pretty good. I had to do some minor sanding with the whole ways connecting to the rod, but it looks really good. So let me show you. There it is. As you can see, that's the 3D printed mount. It's a 34mm tube. So I'm pretty happy with how it turns out. It's orange color. Got the free magazine from Maple Custom. These are single shot, and that's the full magazine of 16 shots for the 22 caliber. So I'm pretty happy with how this mount turned out. It fits really good. So I might have to do some modification to it, but so far I'm pretty happy as how it turned out. For one, the dimension worked. I got the tube diameter 34mm figured out. That's very nice. Yeah, I'm super happy. I'm glad I did some research and create my own bracket or mount, you want to call it. So anyway, so these are the custom Maple product. Is a single loader here. That's why I used the orange to try to match, and I like the orange, pretty cool anyway. So this is a 22 magazine, has 16 shots in it. It loaded from the front, so you don't, not like the other magazine where you have to turn it, load it one pellet or slugs with the tail back in, and then flip over and then go on. So I think this is quite ingenious, the design, and it's very convenient. So you just load it up the front. Just shot 50 yards in this wind, super windy and it's cold. We're in the beginning of March right now, but the grouping wasn't as tight as last week when I shot it at the other farm at 50 yards, although that time was windy as well, but not as quite windy as this. This is just open field, right? So I'm going to do a little bit more tuning, like shooting wise anyway. Maybe dial my elevation just to get it bang on at 50 yards in this condition. But so far you can see in the scoop cam, I was able to shot 7 in a row on my DIY spinner target. So that's pretty good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to stretch it out further, at least 75 yards I'm going to go, and then maybe push it to 100 yards as well, just to see. But I'm not sure how well these NSA 17.5 grain slug is going to do in this wind, but I know my Gen 2 25 grain slugs for my impact, it's okay in this wind condition. I can reach out 100 yards, not a problem, as long as I get the windage properly. So hopefully I have some time to do the comparison between these two, but I'm definitely going to push it back out further right now. So I might even just go straight to 75 just to see what kind of group. So stay tuned. Let's do another round of the M60B, shooting the NSA 17.5 grain slugs in this wind. Five, 6, missed, 7, last one, 8, very good. in this windy condition. So M60B passed my accuracy test at 50 yards. So here is the discovery scope. This is an ED PRS 4-20 by 52 first focal plane. This is set at 12x. So let's go to 14. 16. 18 and 20. So you can see the image is very clear. This discovery scope is pretty good. I like it, and it's affordable as compared to other high-end scope. So this is at 20x, so you can see at 50 yards you can see the grass. Everything is very clear. Of course, once you get the parallax to the right position, to the right distance, then everything will be in focus. So this is the first time I'm testing out this scope using my Sideshot. So I'm zooming back out to 12 now. So 12 is going to be the zoom that I mostly do all my shooting at. So let's go down to 10. This is 10. So the reticle gets smaller. And I'm going to turn down to 9. This is a 9x. This is 8. So you get a wider field of view, and the reticle is still okay to my eyes. So as I go down to 7 now, you get smaller. I'm still okay, but as it gets less than that, this is at 6. So this is a bit too fine for my eyes. I don't think I'll ever be shooting at this kind of a zoom. So that's 6. So let's go down to 5. This is 5. I can barely see it now. Still okay, I think. And then 4. This is just tiny. Maybe I'll try a shot and see if I can hit a spinner. Yeah. Let's go around. Oh, I'm out. Okay. Let's do one more round at 4x. So you're gonna hit them all. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm still adjusting for windage, right to left. Graze that one. Oh, got that. That's 1 inch. Oh, 3/4. Can I do the 1/2 inch at this zoom? Nope. So definitely not shooting at this 4x. Like I said, 12x is probably my preferred zoom, and then I'll use the 20x to check my point of impact. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna do 5 shots group at 50 yards. I'm gonna shoot the M60B first on the left side. I'm just gonna aim at the bullseye in this wind and see where I'm hitting, and then I'm gonna switch to the impact, shooting the same thing, and see what kind of group are we looking at. So I know they're not different power plan and different weight, but I just want to see, can these two guns shoot accurately with the projectile that it's tuned for at 50 yards in this wind. So let's start with the M60B. I'm just gonna hold straight. One. Touching, same hole. That's very good. Three. Four. That looks like a half-inch scoop already. Okay, fifth one. Okay, maybe a 3/4 with the last shot. So let me switch to my impact. I'll take the scope cam off. Grab my impact. It's very cold today. My hands are getting numb. Whew. Okay, FX Impact. Again, I'm going to do the same thing, 5-shot, and see if I can get a tighter group, hopefully. One. Two. Three. Four. Oh my goodness. Wow. Based on this test, my impact just lost to the M60B. Brutal. Now that's a shocker. But hey, this is fair test. Each gun is shooting the best projectile, or at least that I think is the best ammo for it. And I know my impact is very accurate, but just that test itself, it lost to the M60B. That is a shocker. I'm both excited and embarrassed because I thought the impact is just gonna roll the M60B over. You know what? Let's do 75 and see what happens. So stay tuned. First kill, first pigeon kill with the M60B, shooting the NSA 17.5 grain slugs. Wonderful. Okay, I got 75 yards, M60B, and see what kind of grip I get. Let's see if we're gonna hit the, I'm gonna aim at the bullseye, 5 shots. There we go. The height is good. That one went off to the left. Right on top of the first shot. That one went off to the left again. I think it's a change of wind direction. 3. I'm gonna do 2 more. There you go. One more. That's a much better group. Okay, so I'm going to discount it. 2 of the shot went to the far left, and then measure the group. So again, now I'm going to switch it to my FX Impact, shooting the heavier slugs, and see if Impact gonna win, because Impact lost the 50 yards challenge. Okay, here we go. FX Impact, 75 yards. Wow, way left. Okay, that's better, because I'm out of slug. So far anyway, the M60B is very, very good. It's definitely give the FX Impact, my FX Impact anyway, a run for the money. Unfortunately today's windy, but still is a good testament of tests of how slug perform in the windy condition. If I were to shoot pellets, there's no way I could get an even decent group, not at this wind anyway. But anyway, I just before I started the 75 yard shot, I was able to shoot a pigeon at about 45 yards up on the roof there. Shot it with the M60B, tagged it square in the back, or in the chest actually, and it was just pinned right there and dead immediately. So I'm really happy. So now my M60B has all the kill. So you got starlings and now pigeon and rats. So the only thing that hasn't got one is a coyote. So maybe one of this night, if the opportunity comes. But I probably still not going to be shooting coyote with that gun, because so right now it is only tuned for 31 foot-pound energy. So I was still going to use my Impact, because I got about 52 foot-pound of energy. So much stronger gun. I mean, obviously today this comparison is not really apple to apple, more like apple to oranges, but I want to show how these guns perform in this windy condition. So far the M60B is holding his own pretty good. So let's continue. Shot number 3. It's low. 4, 5. I'm gonna do 2 more. 6, 7. Yeah, I think my Impact lost again. Goodness. Well, let's move on to the spinner. Let's see how many I can hit with the Impact. So I'm gonna hold for windage now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, miss. 1 more. Miss. So 6 of 8. That's the Impact. Now let's switch it to the M60B and see how many I can tag. So I'm pretty happy that I was able to do the design of the 3D print of the mount. So now that I can film it for you guys to watch. Okay, spinner test, 75 yards with the M60B. So it's pushing right to left. So I'm gonna hold about half mil dot. 1, 2, just barely grazed it. Oh no, missed. 3, I held too much wind. 4, miss. 5. I guess I didn't have enough pellets in it. You know what? This round, for the spinner, I'm gonna give it to my impact. So right now it's a draw. So 50 yards M60B win for the target, paper target. Spinner, they both did well. And then 75 yards paper target, my impact lost again. I don't know why, but the spinner test, impact won. So M60B still ahead. I'm gonna push one more. This is the last test. I'm gonna push it to 100 and see what happens. So yeah, stay tuned. Well, unfortunately my GoPro is malfunctioning with the SD card. Hopefully I didn't lose any previous footages I recorded. But anyway, I'm just gonna do the 100 yards, the M60B without the Sideshot GoPro, and just take picture. So 100 yards, I'm gonna do 5 shots and see how it goes. Didn't even hit the box. Yeah, it's outside of a box. The wind is just so bad. Okay, I see it now. It's right by the clip. So I might have to do a new group, give it some kind of a bit of a windage. So I'm gonna do 5 more, and I'm gonna hold for wind. That way it's at least on the paper. Okay, let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course the wind is not as strong. 5. So it's scattered as I expected. 100 yards with the 17.5 grain is a little bit too much, especially in this windy condition. I got 1 in the bullseye, 2 were together and 1 was low, and then 1, the first shot was way over to the right. Let me do 5 shots with my impact and then call it a day. See if I can do a better group. I'm shooting low as well. Yeah, that completely messed up the group now. I guess I have to revisit the 100 yards and then see. So anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Cheers.